Hello, people of the internet. This is Mandk Xbox, and today it's just me, Ben. So, yesterday me and AK we were playing on a Minecraft server together, and he told me about the Farlands, and I hadn't heard of the Farlands before. I'd never heard of the Farlands before, and so I decided, well, I would go and have a look at what they are, and my God, there's some strange ass stuff. So I've come back from my tech at 1.2.5 into 1.7.3 so that I can show you guys the Farlands if you've never seen them before. So they are a really strange area, but hey, there's a pig. But just to prove to you, we'll start going out slowly and we'll eventually make it to the Farlands. So this is about the spawn here, and there's nothing wrong with Minecraft. It's perfectly fine. So let's go into fly mode. Okay, so let's teleport out to 1000. So tele 1000, and we'll go 100 high and 1. So if we teleport over there, it takes a while to load. So at this point, there is nothing wrong with Minecraft. It's absolutely fine, perfect, nothing wrong with it. So let's go out a bit further then. So let's go into tele 1. So we'll go 10,000 out, 100, 1. Enter. Okay, so now we're over what seems to be the sea. There's a squid over there. And again, this 10,000 blocks away from the spawn, there still isn't anything wrong. So I can't deal with flying slow, so let's go. I'm still using ticket commands. Fly 5, that's better. Right, so as you can see, there is still nothing wrong at all with Minecraft. Pumpkins are spawning, so let's go out even further. Let's go out to tele 100,000 71 this time, so we'll only go 70 high. So now we're out in the middle of the ocean, but as you can see, it's still the world generation. Here's some land, is still perfectly fine. There's still nothing wrong whatsoever with the world generation. Okay, so let's go out really far. We'll go out to 1 million. So tele 1 million 101. Enter. Okay, so at 1 million, there's still nothing severely wrong with Minecraft. Moving is a bit blocky, but apart from that, the terrain generation and the Minecraft world is still okay. So that's 1 million blocks away from the spawn. So this is pretty far away from the spawn. So just sometimes moving around these blocks here, the black outline sometimes goes a bit off center. But we're 1 million blocks away from the spawn. So let's go out even further. Let's go 5 million out. So tele 5 million 71. Enter. Okay, so here we go. Again, moving you can now see is quite blocky at 10 million away. And sometimes the black thing, I don't know whether you can see that, but it's kind of like stuck out here. And the leaf block is only there. So let's go to the true end of the world and let's see the Farlands for good. So tele 12,550,789 101. So that's the coordinates you need to teleport to if you're going to go to the Farlands in 1.7.3, and I'm using single player commands, so let's go. And I need to spam the T button to make sure it loads. So here we go, at the edge of the Farlands. So, as you can see, there is gravel dropping, so the way to solve this is just typing kill all. So that kills 1069, but the gravel is still dropping, so we just need to wait for it to load. So, while I'm typing kill all, I'll just tell you that when it says kills 2,351 entities, that doesn't just mean hostile and friendly mobs, that means blocks laying on the ground like this gravel as well. So, kill all should remove this gravel from the floor, but right, so as we get really far into the Farlands, as you can see now, the blocks are definitely off center. If I come around here, look how far that block is supposed to be. So it's really strange area, but up to here, the terrain generation is perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with the terrain generation. Minecraft is a bit glitchy, like moving around, but I'm using fraps, so and this will drop my frame rate, so if I'm lagging, I apologize. But up to here, the moving is really blocky, but the terrain generation is perfectly fine. So let's go to the very corner of the farlands. So this is the edge of the farlands. There's two areas: the edge of the farlands, which is here where we are now, and there's the corner of the farlands. So let's go to there. So telly 12,550,789 100, and then 12,550,789. No, why did I just space there? 789. So let's go to here. And then spam the T button to make sure it loads. So here we go. This is the corner of the farlands. So as you can see, like kind of the farlands meet here. So I'll just do kill all again so that we get less lag and frame drop. So see, there's like a load of spiders kind of generating in there. So we need to kill all again. Okay, right. Well, let's venture into the farlands. So let's go deep inside. So as we can see, there's just, the terrain generation is like as it would be, dirt on top of stone. But as you can see, it's just a long strip, and I mean, I could go down here for ages. Now, the farlands as well, it's in 3 layers. This is the very top layer, so I just need to do kill all again so that I stop lagging as much. I'm on 2 frames per second, 1. Okay, so back to 50 frames per second, so... Right, let's go into no clip, and let's go see the lower layers of the farlands, the bowels of the farlands. Okay, so it's pretty dark, let's do light. Light, please. Thank you. Okay, so the farlands is made up into 3 layers. This is the top layer, second layer, here, when I can, there. This is the second layer, and then if we go down even further, we're into the 3rd layer, but this layer is just water. So let's get back up here, we're out of the water. So it's a really strange place, and the skeletons, see, they're not even holding their bows properly. So let's do kill all again. And let's go really deep into the farlands. So let's go telly 12, 1, then 12. So this is 112,550,789, 101. So this is really far, really far into the farlands. But see, the farlands still stay quite the same. Now I had a look at this earlier, and I was venturing out into the farlands, and I found that you can go into the farlands even to 1 billion. So let's go to 1 billion in the farlands. So 1 billion, there, 1 billion, 112,550,789. Now, I don't know what that number is, that's a pretty freaking big number. So that's 1,112,550,789. So that's a big number. Oh, I didn't do telly, did I? Telly. My bad. Telly. So 1, 1, 1, 2, 550, 789, 101. Okay, so this is going to be, really far out into the farlands. So here we go. Kill all. How many entities? 1,270. So not that many. So as you can see, the further out into the farlands you get, it's still the same. It's still in rows and layers. So let's go out way belong into the void. But as you can see, it's getting really glitchy now, and I can kind of, I'm not even in a block, but I can see down into the other layers. So it is a really strange area, and I will explain why the farlands generate in a second after we've gone into the void. So I don't know the exact area where the farlands end, but let's get up from 2 frames per second and go telly 11112 550 789 101. So this should take us straight into the void. So now I need to spam the T button. And now on 2 frames per second. Oh, and we've crashed. Okay, so I guess that was too far out. Minecraft had run out of memory. Okay, so we have quit Minecraft. So this is the out of memory screen. So I shall stop the recording. I can get back into Minecraft now. I don't know whether I'll be able to show you the void if it's going to run out of memory like that, but I guess we went a bit too far. So I shall be back in a second once I've reloaded Minecraft. Okay, so I'm back. Right, I managed to reload, and this is beyond the Farlands. Just clouds and nothing. So it's not really interesting, but I don't know where the Farlands ends, but we're about 11 billion blocks out from the spawn, so we're pretty far. So let's go. If I do kill all, you'll see there's 0 entities, and it's less laggy. So I'm on about 20 frames per second out here, which I'm normally on about 50, but okay. So let's go back to the spawn. So telly 101. And here we go, we're back at the spawn. So this is about where the spawn is, so I need to turn off no clip. And go back into fly. Okay, so the reason why the Farlands is like this, after I had a look, is because Minecraft is in long lines of equation. So the whole of Minecraft is generated on equation. So when this equation is formed, it starts right here at the spawn. So if this was the spawn here, this is where it starts. This is why it's, not very laggy. But as the further you get out, the more strange and weird the code gets until it can't generate any further. And that place where it can't generate any further is the Farlands. So then basically the Farlands just start generating, diamonds will spawn at the surface, and really, really strange things will happen. And there's that pig that we punched earlier. So this has been a video for the Farlands for Mandk Xbox, and that's Porky. Say bye, Porky. Okay, well, there you go, he's saying bye. So from me, Ben, and the whole of Mandk Xbox, goodbye, and I hope you've enjoyed this video.